Guys, it's Gabe from the Minnesota Airsoft Association, live from the 2026 Midwest Airsoft Convention. I'm with Tanner and Marshall from Southern Minnesota Airsoft. So we're going to do a bunch of interviews today, talk about what people have going on, and we're starting with Southern Minnesota because they have an announcement to make. Marshall or Tanner, why don't you give your announcement to the Midwest Airsoft community?
Hey guys, well, we're starting a new airsoft field in southern Minnesota. It's 10 minutes south of Boston, and it's going to be great. We're hoping to revitalize airsoft in the region.
Yeah, the southern region specifically. Yep. So talk about a little bit, because Marshall and I have already kind of spoken. This can be Tanner. You don't fight over the mic, gentlemen. I know when I was talking to you, Marshall, you did a little, you gave me your research, and you're like, we know there's people in this pocket. I don't know southern Minnesota well. I just know that there's no field. Right? There's a real lack of organization there. So you tell me a little bit like what you're expecting from your community in the southern half of Minnesota.
So we've had just a small local field down by Albert Lee, and we've had people come from Wisconsin,
right?
You know, deep into Iowa, up into the cities area, just to find more stuff to do. And the community down there has just grown so much that we feel like it's time to just invest in another field.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we're very excited about that.
That's fantastic. And when I was talking to you earlier, so let me take a step back. The most important question is, you're announcing the opening of the field. Do you have a soft date for your, I mean, you've already been kind of test running things.
Yeah.
Do you have a date that you're going to start officially running games?
So officially, we're looking at spring of next year.
Okay.
For like open to the public.
Yep.
Throughout late summer and in the fall time, we're going to be doing some trial run stuff.
Perfect.
Just kind of, follow us on Facebook if you want a chance to get into
that.
So
that's the big thing. Go ahead and promote your Facebook page so people can go ahead and get into that now.
Yeah.
It's Southern Minnesota Airsoft, exactly like that. YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. We'll be uploading pictures and videos of the entire build process for the field. It's 68 acres, so we're going to be able to work a lot with that. We're planning on throwing up villages, entrenchments, different types of fortifications. We'll have a lot of vehicles moving around out there as well. Different tank-based airsoft games and non-tank-based airsoft games as well.
So I think that's one of the important things to talk about. I know these guys mostly from the technical side, and I'll let you fill in the blanks here, but a couple years ago, you guys were like, we're going to start building technicals. And then you had one, and then you had three, and so you
we're up to five.
Yeah, now you have five. So you, as a group, already consider yourself very vehicle-centric. You know a lot. Are you planning to run more games around that format just because you have them?
Yeah, it'll be kind of a main asset. And if somebody just wants to go to an open play and have the chance to hop up into a turret and operate a gun, operate a machine gun or a cannon and stuff like that, that's something that's going to be available at our field.
Absolutely.
Even for large games, we're super passionate and open for other teams to bring their vehicles down to us and use the field. It's not just a vehicle-based field, but it's there because there's kind of, we've seen a demand for that. I mean, our community's grown so much exponentially that we just kind of stumbled into, we had a rundown car and now we have an entire fleet of vehicles out there. So
well, and for those that don't know, I mean, other fields allow vehicles, but traveling with vehicles is a huge pain, right?
It's a huge pain, yeah.
So having your own field means we can park them there, or we only have to drive 10 minutes rather than hours to go, leverage these.
Yeah, taking the entire fleet up to TCA and stuff like that. It's a blast to take the whole group up there, but it's thousands of dollars and trying to get trailers and trucks and stuff like that together to get that up there. So
let me take a sidebar and just talk about just like Southern Minnesota generally, and both of you and your teams, your experience. What are you bringing? So how long have you been in Airsoft? Where have you played? How has that changed now that you're opening a field, the things that you're like, oh no, we need to make sure we do this or not that? Like, give us a little insight on how your experience, again, give us some information on you, and then how that's tempered how you wanted to create your field.
We've definitely been around to a lot of the local airsoft fields, Missouri, Iowa, Minnesota, and Wisconsin. Something that we've noticed is really important is getting games going right away.
Yeah.
Not waiting around at all. We're going to get first group of people in processed, and we're immediately going to go start an airsoft game. you guys come down, you give us good, you guys give us money for the experience. We want to give you a good experience back and all day of it.
Yeah.
And just trying to run it very smooth, offer a good variety in games as well.
You're still kind of early on in forming, but like, are there any amenities specifically that you're thinking that are like, what are your requirements for your field? And I'm saying this as an HPA guy, right? Like, are you going to eventually have a compressor? And again, I know it's early, but as you're forming, what are you planning to have as amenities for the public?
Amenities, we're looking at a large graveled parking area with overhead shading.
Nice.
So, you can get out of the shade and stuff like that. We're looking into like a warming house and possibly like a cooling house too, running some air conditioning and stuff like that.
Oh, pretty Gucci
shade.
Now.
Yeah,
You heard it here first. If they don't have air conditioning when they open next year,
I'll say
future thing.
I'll say a three-year plan. 3-year plan for sure.
Yeah. There you go. But you have a 3-year plan.
Yeah. So there's stages to it. We're kind of dividing up the field into stages. So first off, we'll have a 15, 20 acre field right off the bat, and then we'll grow. Every year we'll add 15, 20 acres to the field.
That's wonderful. And I'll just say thank you. And
another thing that's important too that we absolutely want to build is a graveled staging area as well. Just gravel the crap out of it. We've seen mud staging areas that are just terrible after rains or snow melts. We don't want vehicles getting stuck. It's a slog. Everyone's miserable. If we can throw down gravel for you guys, and we do think we can, that'll improve the experience as well.
Well, and I think you're coming to it, and like we have established fields that have been open either as paintball or as just airsoft for decades.
Yep.
You guys are coming at it fresh from the player point of view, and I know I've talked to Marshall specifically about like, hey, what about this and what about this? But you're a player perspective on a field. And I'm saying this very specifically, a player-based field's view to how things go is more like, I'm a player, these are the things I want.
Yeah.
Has that been kind of
It's airsoft for airsofters by airsofters.
Yeah, perfect.
Yep.
That might be a t-shirt, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Copywritten, Minnesota Airsoft Association 2026. No.
There we go. Yeah. And it's raising the bar for field management while lowering the ticket price for players.
Now, I'm not going to ask a price yet because it's really early. But you just said you're hoping to be competitive, if not low, just to make it more affordable for the players.
Yeah.
Is the area also a factor? We might have this, so we might just kind of... I'm not sure how the mics work over this. Are they okay? Are we getting any questions by any chance?
Also outside.
Nope, just wish I was there.
Yes, and we wish you were here, whoever you are as
Definitely.
well. If it's Alex, I wish you were here, Alex. It's Cotton. Yeah, Cotton, where are you? Let's talk about your team outside of the field. Are you guys planning on doing anything? So for those that don't know, again, Southern Minnesota, can I say Husaria? Is that okay? So either you might have heard of these names already because of their technicals at events. Are you guys going to be doing any other events, or are you going to be concentrating on the field this year?
This year we're concentrating on the field big time, just because moving all the assets to other fields and stuff, it takes so much time and effort and resources that probably just focusing this year really hard on getting the field done as much as we can.
Getting the word out that it's coming, running some tests.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So maybe in the fall, if things are kind of smoothed out, maybe we can get down to the Iowa Tank Invasion again, or Fall Gag, something like that.
And from the cities, 2 hours-ish?
Yeah, from TCA, it's like a 2-hour drive.
Because the concept that I've started to talk to a lot of local people about is you've got your hour window of like where you're willing to play, then you've got your 2 to 3 hour, and then you've got your 5 to 6 hours. So starting to get the local player base used to that thought process of here's maybe your local field. Well, now here's a bigger event. It's only 2 hours, so like that's not that bad. So like I know you'll be. I don't want to say focusing because you're obviously be welcome to everybody.
Yeah.
But it's thinking of that the circles of influence that need it. And again, Southern Minnesota has needed something. I'll also point Northern Minnesota. I don't know what's happening up there. Like the southern and northern half of the state have been really suffering from not having anything. So thank you guys on behalf of the community.
Well, that's how our team grew. Is like just scattered pockets of people that it's such for a lot of people, it's a challenge to make a 2 or 3 hour drive to some of these
That's
fields.
one way. It's 6 hours round trip, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, our whole team grew on getting people together to carpool, and then yeah, so we're just excited to have something down in our area that we can call home, and
You built it for yourself,
Built
which
it for
again,
ourselves, yeah.
an airsoft field made by airsoft players for airsoft players.
yes, yep,
Great.
And we're going to be a huge advantage to northern Iowa as well. There's a single airsoft field in Iowa, Central City Airsoft, which if you've never heard of them, you should totally check them
And we'll
out.
interview them as if they're willing. So.
And but there's not a lot of airsoft options in Iowa either. So we're like 10 minutes from the Iowa border, just south of Austin, Minnesota there. And yeah, we great attraction for people in North Iowa, Mason City, Clear Lake. It's all less than an hour from us.
I mean, you are filling a need that the community, an empty spot in the community. So
yeah.
let's talk about anything else that you guys want to talk about. Is there anything you want to really point out?
We're just excited to get some new stuff in games. Introducing some technology.
Like you didn't bring any of your props with you.
No,
We could yell at your tables if you wanted.
Yeah,
but.
no, it's yeah, we got some technology stuff kind of in the background getting produced and stuff like that we're excited for. More interaction with the field. Maybe destructible obstacles, or if you have a big bunker, maybe you use a in-house charge, go through the wall.
So more prop-based things,
more prop-based stuff.
less team deathmatch, more mission-driven.
Yeah, get people involved, people working together. So.
And you have played mission-based games,
Yes.
which I'm of the opinion that a lot of players just don't know how to play mission-based games.
Yeah,
right.
Well, that's something we've seen, or that I've seen, is like sometimes it just seems too complicated. So it's like I'll just run around and shoot. You know, our goal is to make it simple, that it's still engaging for everybody. That it's like, oh, okay, that doesn't take 6,000 pieces or a special key I need to get. It could be super simple, and just keep people working together and doing some goals.
Well, if all that ends up being is getting people's feet wet.
Yeah.
So then when they go to a larger game or even one of your future games that actually has this mechanism maybe turned up a notch, now they're like, okay, I understand the basic premise of this. I think that's great. That's education for the player base.
Yep. So.
Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Another thing that we've been trying to do too is test running a lot of variety in our home games as well. So we're going to be throwing unique game modes at people that people have never experienced before that are a lot of fun for the guys that we've had on our field. They thoroughly enjoy the games that we have, and we've been tweaking them as we've needed to for different locations of the field, structures that are out there, and the player counts as well. Because once you go over or under a certain player count, certain game modes won't work. So we'll try to dynamically change up the games according to the amount of people that show up as well. So it's not just doing a game that's more suited for 20 people if there's 50 people there, or vice versa.
Again, from a player-based point of view, point of view, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's great.
So that kind of stuff, and then variety. Like, we love the idea of the batteries not included series and stuff like that. So we're working with those guys. Milsim stuff we're interested in. Just variety. If people want it, we're willing to do it.
Fantastic.
Working with different teams and stuff like that, getting people involved. So
outstanding. Well, why don't we close down again? Marshall, Tanner from Southern Minnesota, Gabe from the Minnesota Airsoft Associate at the 2026 Midwest Airsoft Convention. We are open till 6 tonight. If you want to talk to Marshall and Tanner about the field or some of their props or other things, they are here at the con in the main gymnasium. Hope to see you soon, guys.
Come a little closer. You ask if I want to join you. The night, the night, the night, the night, the night, the night.